enjoyed this week's episode, and please like this video, share with your friends and dock mates, and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us get more viewers like you.
Hey y'all, so in all of our years of having this boat, gosh, years, we've owned this boat years, you probably have noticed this in the background. You've noticed that. I know you have. You guys like the detail because we get into the details here aboard Yara. So I'm sure as you've been watching our videos, you've seen this. It doesn't work. It bugs the crap out of me. And actually, when I first saw this boat, I saw that and I'm like, nope. If someone leaves their boat and that's going on, there's clearly a leak and an issue. But fine, we bought the boat. Now we got to fix that. Let me show you what we got to do. So a long time ago, when we bought the boat, there was a Dickinson style diesel heater mounted to that wall right there. And it was old, it leaked, it stunk like diesel. It's just gross. It wasn't even hooked up, like the vent wasn't even hooked up to here. It was just mounted on the wall. And I know for a fact that this leaks because when we bought the boat, the previous owner had a towel set out here over this, and this is where the cushions are. There was a towel here. So whatever is leaking in here has also made its way down this old board, down this way, delaminated everything to the point where our light there is dangling. So I today am going to work on getting rid of all of this for one very, very good reason. In a couple of weeks, we're going to get a haul out done, do the bottom, pressure wash the bottom, do bottom paint, replace the anodes, grease the max prop, and replace our Dynaplate. Our Dynaplate is leaking. We'll go into that in a different video, but the Dynaplate, yeah, it's actually, our boat is slowly sinking because our Dynaplate that we have is leaking. So we'll go into that a different time. But in preparation for that haul out, I just can't have tarps. We've tarped our boat basically the whole time that we've had it. And it works. It works great. It keeps the rain off, keeps some heat in, keeps the snow off, keeps the UV light off to a certain extent. And when the boat is tarped, this thing, it doesn't leak because the tarp covers it. But for the haul out, when we drive the boat to get hauled out, when they have it on the hard, I don't want tarps on the boat just because they'll get in the way. They could cause windage when the boat's on the stands, and it actually does cause windage here in the marina for sure. The boat, does heel over with the tarps on. Not a lot, but certainly enough to be concerning when you're on the hard on precarious stands, boat stands. So the tarps got to come off, but even though it's sunny today and it'll be sunny for the next few days, it's not going to be sunny for the rest of the season or through when we get the boat back. So it will rain again. This is Portland, Oregon, and it will rain probably while the boat's at the yard getting its bottom scrubbed and painted. So my job today is to take this off, and then epoxy it. Gotta do some epoxy. So first things first, I'm gonna rip that light off. It's so bad. I'm just gonna rip it. You guys ready? I've been wanting to do this. Oh my gosh. You guys, I'm so excited. Ready for this? Ready? Oh my gosh, I'm nervous. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Clearly this rat's nest needs to be addressed. This is for the old autopilot system, so that little fitting that's connected to this little remote taps into that fitting there. So I might actually end up keeping that. I'm still not yet decided on what we're going to do with the autopilot. We don't even know if it really works. Probably do some bench testing. But this light is disgusting. So that's straight out of 1984. Look, it even has one of those old fluorescent bulbs in it before LED was popular. But I hate these lights. The light just shines out this way. I mean, that's fine if you want it to be a reading light, but like if you want it to like shine out that way, it can't because it's metal. So anyway, straight out of the 80s, we're gonna just get rid of that. And then let's see what we can clean up here. And while I'm doing it, I think I'm gonna pull off the old windshield wiper too and patch that hole. This windshield wiper, there's a wiper arm right there, because as you're at the helm driving the boat, you driving forward, you want a windshield wiper, but I don't know, like maybe just some Windex or something. It doesn't work, and it's probably just leaking too, so I'll pull that off since we're gonna have some epoxy out today and we're gonna have to be filling some holes. So yeah, might as well pull that off as well. That kind of looks pretty gross, but so far not like anything major. Like there's no like fire or heat damage that I can really tell, so that's good. And then we had some, we saw some wiring, this wire wasn't even connected at all. But I'm gonna keep working on this, pull this stuff down. I'll give you updates as it's interesting and as we make progress, so stay tuned. All right, so here's our outside plate for where the chimney stack would have came out for that Dickinson diesel heater. So the interior part's right below here. So gotta take these off and see how we can get this thing just pulled up and eliminated. Let's give it a go. Success. Let's check it out. Hi, boat. Look, there's our pretty bilge. All right, so now I'm gonna scrape some of this sealant back so we can take an assessment of condition. Well, let's keep going. Right, got most of that sealant off. It did appear to be marine grade sealant, not silicone. Like, see that bolt there covered in silicone? So clearly at one point that was and probably still is leaking. Now, the good news is, if we take our little guy, the worst of it is over here. It's still pretty solid. But over here you can see the wood is still kind of wood colored, right? That's good. And then back in here, you have a little bit of rust here. So, and the tip of our screwdriver kind of goes into that a little bit. But over here, this maybe 4-inch spot is the worst. And it probably had something to do with this too. See how that rust at the base of this. Yeah, my guess is that this and this were leaking. So, we might just address both. Alright, so I'm happy with the balsa core that we have here. That's all looking good. This, I might need to dish out a little bit more to get kind of a smooth surface, because I am gonna need to put some core in there. But now what I'm gonna do is take 80 grit and kind of fair this out and bevel it out. I won't be able to do like the 7-to-1 or whatever the rule is, but that's okay. It's not a structural part of the boat and it's not below the water line. So I'll just feather basically as much as I can to give us room to lay up new glass after we patch with our new core material. So let's get to sanding.